All right, so guys, like I said, we do have Sion Kumitomo, who is a member of CSM9 and CSM10, as well as Corbexx, who was also a member of CSM9 and CSM10. We're going to be going through kind of who they are, and then we'll kind of dig into FanFest and Delve. I mean, everyone's interested to hear about Delve, right?
Very, very interesting stuff.
So Corbexx, how about a little about yourself?
So I'm Corbexx on CSM10. Brief history, basically some friends started playing. They had a C3 wormhole. I joined and instantly moved into C3 wormholes and pretty much have been in wormholes for the last 6 years. I've now moved out on my main to Goons, and I'm just playing in wormholes on my alts now.
Well, that's pretty interesting. So what convinced you to kind of switch to the dark side as everyone else in the game would
yes.
consider it?
It's the good guys.
The good guys always win.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was looking to move sort of out anyway, and there's been a few issues in NoHo, but it was more of a personal thing. A close friend of mine got treated pretty badly by a few people, which I wasn't particularly impressed with, and it was just looking for somewhere else to go. And the original plan was to just put an alt in Karma Fleet, and then sort of Sion suggested just putting the main in Goons, so that's what I did.
So Sion is the one that corrupted you, is what you're saying.
Well, Sion just said you could join the main corp if it was on your main.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
It was more sanctuary. It wasn't just off.
I definitely enjoyed bringing out the information at the CSM panel at FanFest.
That was fantastic.
There's a group of NoHo guys that were in the front rows that were a little upset.
You think?
Yes.
As we got up to cross the stage in very theatric manner to shake hands in the very middle of the stage, you could just hear the silence. It was just like an explosion of silence as everyone was trying to figure out if this was really happening or not. It was great.
It's a troll? I can't tell.
Yes, guys, there is no Matani here this week, so I guess to compensate for no the Matani, I wore a red shirt. It's the commemorative red shirt, and I guess for every show there is no Matani, we'll have to have someone wearing a red shirt. It can't
be
me. It's mandated at this point. So, guys, if you have any questions, make sure you tag us in chat, and we'll answer them as soon as we can. But other than that, Corbexx, what have you? When you started out in Eve, did you go straight into wormholes, or did you kind of mess around new player corp or something like that?
No, it was literally straight in. So I did a week of starter missions, and they were pretty terrible, and then just went straight into wormhole space, which was made even more fun by the fact I didn't even know how to scan to begin with. So I had to wait for someone to actually sort out bookmarks for me.
That's
it was pretty bad.
Yeah. That's all wormholes is nothing but scanning.
Scanning. And I made my first 30 million mine in Arknor with a probe ship, and I was like, wow, I'm rich.
Well, on the flip side of it, and then the flip side of that, like Sion, how did you get into Eve? Like, did you come straight into the GSF?
I did come straight into GSF, but it was a long, torturous road to get there. I started off playing WoW, and during one drunken fit of self-loathing, I found the recruitment thread on Something Awful. It's like, hey, this seems like a good idea.
Oh dear.
Signed up, and it was between me and the bottle of wine is how I got the name that I have now. I figured, whatever. Nobody's ever going to know who I am. It's fine. That worked out well. But yeah, so that's how I got started. It was just kind of a lark.
No, it's actually pretty funny. And also, someone just said in chat earlier, is it true that all GSF Diplos have no hair? Referencing Sean Smith of Valrat.
As near as I have been able to tell, we have one diplomat with hair, and that's Kesper North. The rest of us have all been kind of lacking in that department.
Well,
yeah. But for those asking questions, I am on the Matani account. I'm not on Lasdell.
Yeah, so Nystrik or Lasdell is how you'll get your questions to us. I'd also like to thank Hotspot and Main Era for subscribing for 5 whole months. Thanks, guys.
All right. So FanFest. Corbexx was there, myself was there, and Sion. Impressions?
I wasn't.
You guys? What do you guys think of FanFest this year?
It was a lot of fun. Like, I had an immense amount of fun just meeting people, putting faces to names. I met Tarquinius, leader of AFCON, first time I've seen him ever. Boy, it was, I don't know. Didn't get a lot of sleep.
No, I imagine not.
Yeah, I think
Well,
probably the most fun I had was just meeting people. It was great to meet a lot of people I've known for years and not actually sort of met in person, but didn't get as much time to go to some of the panels and roundtables, which sort of sucked, so having to watch them now.
Oh, was this both your first years at FanFest, or have you been to FanFest prior?
It was my
This will be
first
my
year,
yeah, it's my third year.
Okay.
Wow.
It was fun because when I was walking up at one of the bars and we were on the sidewalk, I saw Corbexx coming by, and this was after we'd done the great betrayal or whatever you call it.
Oh, my squeaky
Great
bee!
betrayal.
Yeah, so I just put my arm out and grabbed him. I was like, "Hey, what's up?" And then he pulls out the squeaky bee from his pocket that I gave him. He's like, "They broke my bee." He just sounded so wrecked. I was like, "I'm sure it's fine." And I squeaked it. It doesn't squeak anymore. It doesn't have
Oh
a knob, the squeaky
no.
bee.
The revenge they had.
I'm sure we can come up with a new one for you. It's
My
not a
niece
big
has
deal.
now stole that thing.
Avlock is actually probably watching right now, and he can probably organize one.
Yeah.
No, so I know Sion, you gave a presentation. How did it go? I didn't actually get to see it. I was kind of running around doing the press stuff and hitting roundtables, asking the hard questions, of course.
Of course.
I think it went okay. I only had about 2 hours of sleep before I gave it, so I was out there and it was just like, well, I hope I can do what I intended to do and convey all the information I wanted to.
How did you even
And-
function?
You kind of get used to functioning like this at FanFest in Vegas. You're like, well, 8 hours of sleep, I can spread that over 5 days. It's fine.
Oh no.
So I got a lot of positive feedback on it and a lot of comments about how self-important I am. So I think it's okay.
Everyone in chat is saying that everyone really enjoyed your presentation. So Sion has
There you
pretty
go.
decent public speaking skills, according to chat. Pretty decent, buddy.
I'll take what I can get. I don't usually get compliments, goons, right?
Right.
Yeah, no, that's it's unlike my public speaking abilities, which are non-existent, of course. So I just
I don't
go to
know,
the internet and make you guys watch me.
You were on the commentary for Worlds Collide.
That's
The
pretty
acting was
awesome.
pretty good for the video
Yeah.
at the end as well.
Yes, I am now a professional model. That is my new career, guys. So this
Oh, yeah.
this will be the last time on the Meta Show. I will be
no.
moving to Paris so I can walk the runway.
Capsuleer confidence. Yeah, that was great.
It really worked out being at the very end of FanFest.
Yeah, that was good.
That's funny.
It was unexpected though. It's yeah.
No, it was really awesome. I had a lot of fun at FanFest. It was a little bit weird this year because we didn't have as big of a party crowd as we had last year. And all the bars, like last FanFest, there was a Icelandic holiday in the middle, so the bars were open I think Wednesday night till 4 a.m. and then Thursday night till 4 a.m. And this year they all closed at 1 a.m. and it was kind of disheartening.
That's
Weren't
really
the police
unfortunate.
moving people on at some pubs as well?
Yeah, well, no. What happened was Wednesday night at Nora's. Nora's was pretty much fuck the police and stayed open until 2 a.m. serving drinks. Whenever like Icelandic law is you can't serve drinks after 1. Like you have to kind of close down. So Nora just kept going until 2, and that's when the police showed up and made everyone leave.
I don't really, I mean, I get it. I wouldn't want to close either. I'd be like, do you know how much money I lose if I close at 1? Why would I do that? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I mean there is a lot of nerds in town looking to get their
Get
drinks in.
wasted. Yeah.
No, but like I said, I had a pretty busy FanFest. I think I hit most of the nullsec roundtables. And if you were actually at those roundtables, you probably heard the person talking about FCing for a small corporation with 5 to 10 people, and then talking about those evil blobbers. That was me.
Those evil blobbers.
Yes.
Fucking blobbers.
Oh. But no, it was a good time. It was a good time. We did the Worlds Collide. I got to ride the elevator out of the stage with all the smoke. And,
oh, that's pretty awesome.
Pretty much the highlight of my FanFest besides my modeling career. But other than that, I think I went to the Sun Tzu presentation. I was pretty well informed. I learned a lot. I saw Sion up in the front row, being very attentive to every word. So maybe he too can learn to lead.
Schwab Boy says, "Tell the story of the waffles guy getting arrested. Did someone get arrested?"
Sorta, not really.
Okay. Yeah. I thought there was a more interesting story.
Oh, there's lots of more interesting stories, but it was an interesting presentation though. It was one of those things because it's one of the things we make fun of all the time in Nullsec. We're like, what would Sun Tzu do? Or your posting is terrible, Sun Tzu. You know, that kind of stuff.
Weaponize enemies' boredom.
Sun Tzu. Yeah, exactly. No, so we make fun of that all the time. We're like, well, I have to see what this is about, and he did a really good job of it. It was Spanky Akala from AV University, and he was an excellent presenter, and it was really good.
Yeah, I got there towards the end of it, and he actually was very good at like speaking like to everyone, like publicly. Yeah. And it was interesting in that aspect. I mean, I didn't care too much for the content, but he was a good like public speaker. And and people keep asking about what happened to the waffle guys. Basically, guys, what happened? I believe on Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday night. There was a waffles guy apparently who took 12 shots in 45 minutes, according to chat. And then apparently he urinated on the bathroom floor of a PL member, and then he proceeded to try and get to the top floor jacuzzi at Room of the View. And when the people did not answer the door, he decided to kick the door in.
Oh, that's exciting.
He left Iceland the very next day to go back home. That's pretty much it.
Rip him.
Oh. He was not BNI. He was Waffles. I know for a fact he was in Waffles. He's no longer in Waffles, but I do know he was in Waffles at the time.
Not that there weren't people from Brave Newbies who were misbehaving. I mean, to be fair.
Okay.
Should tell that story. Wow.
Oh no.
Oh,
no. There's a lot of stories. There's always a lot of good stories from FanFest. We could probably take up our entire hour talking about FanFest, but
take up like the whole day talking about FanFest.
Yes.
But let's talk about specifically about presentations. Which ones you guys really like? Which ones were your favorites? And then hopefully get into talk about the structures and what the CSM members think about the proposed structure changes.
Getting pushed along here, huh? Not letting us wallow.
Yes.
Nope, not allowed. No fun.
Well, we were told we had to have a strict time limit this time, so now Nystrik has to get mean.
It's my job. Let's do this. Favorite presentations, other than Sun Tzu, obviously.
The security one's always good. I like that.
That's one with CCP Pellegro? Yes, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where they show how much money has been confiscated and destroyed, and
I heard his presentation actually was pretty interesting this year. I didn't actually get to see it, and I probably should have gone back and read it.
They did a good bit on the ice boxes as well.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Yeah, on how many of them conformed, which was like 99% basically.
99%. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, from what I understand, it's not that hard to detect someone's IS boxing just from like the key interactions and like repetition and all that.
That makes sense.
So I would presume people either adapted or just kind of get banned.
Yeah, well, Team Security is one of my favorite teams to work with. Really, like they're incredibly punctual. Like every summit, right as the clock ticks over on the minute, they stroll in. Yeah, march in. Yeah. And they told us the first time, like, yeah, we'll look into this whole IS boxer thing and we'll see what we can do. And they're like, yeah, no, we fixed it. Just
it's definitely changed. I mean, we still have Odell who still runs all of his accounts manually, and people get really, really angry and accuse him of IS boxing in local every single time. So I'm sure like, every single op he gets reported and like petitioned to CCP.
Yeah.
That does not surprise me.
Yeah, well, speaking of ops, actually, they didn't actually release much with the new soft stuff at FanFest. I think they mainly was there to answer questions, but they did talk a lot about structures.
That's what I meant. Did I say Sov? I'm bad at life. Sorry about that.
You said structures, but I was using the Sov, talking about ops and Sov to kind of segue into the structures.
Perfect.
Yes.
Let's do it.
All right. So if you guys saw the structure blog, and I actually sat down with one of the main game designers on structures, a lot of the stuff is really, really in the fledgling stages. Like, these are just ideas written on bar napkins right now. So anything you see or anything that was released at FanFest, those are just ideas. Those are not anything that's concrete. There's no guarantee. They did promise that the first set of structures will be out in 2015. I'm pessimistic about that because of how much they have to do with it, but we'll see.
Well, didn't they say the point really of the dev blog and the discussion and starting it at FanFest was really so that everyone could kind of go into forums and just really discuss what they thought about the proposed changes and what they wanted to be done with it and stuff like that. So
Panic
I think
about
that was the goal.
Observation module being put in wormhole space. You now have local.
Yay, local.
We need wormhole stabilizers so you can start getting super capitals in there.
Oh God.
We will take over every wormhole, obviously. No.
Nah, it's interesting because so the CSM wasn't really showing that stuff that far in advance. There's my read on the whole structure stuff is not only that it's preliminary, but it's CCP trying to listen to the players who are saying, hey, we need a reason to live in 0.0 now. There's no reason. It's too easy to take. There's no incentive. Yep. And I don't think they wanted to have FanFest to be just about the whole Fozzie stuff. They wanted to be like, hey, there actually is going to be some carrots here. There's some stuff you can look forward to. There's something down the line that will make it unique and special to hold Sov. And I think they just got pushed out of the door. And it's preliminary, but I'm pretty confident that they'll be able to get at least something out because I think they have to.
Okay. Well, as former CSM 9 members, did you guys know about the structure stuff before FanFest?
Yeah, like what, 4 days?
What do we like? Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty last minute. I didn't get a chance to even go through it myself because I was busy preparing for FanFest, and so a lot of the stuff that was said at FanFest, I think, was new information to a lot of us too. There's apparently, and this is interesting, not just to stray a little bit, but Fuzzy Steve was all like, yeah, they're talking about adding in low-sec between the empires in Empire, so that there won't be high-sec, it'll be a little bit of low-sec in between it.
Oh, that's going to definitely make a lot of people happy, and a lot of people who do hauling
not so happy. Yeah.
Because the main pipe from Gita to Omar is like what, 12 jumps of high sec. So if they were to like interrupt that, then you're going to see a lot of changes when it comes to logistical routes, and you're going to see a lot of dead freighters. Especially for the people
especially with the jump fatigue stuff, that's going to make it infinitely shittier. Yeah, for freighters and stuff.
Maybe it depends on how they go about it in the jump ranges between the two.
It's true.
Because you're gonna be able to jump and then take gates.
I actually got jump fatigue for the first time yesterday. Totally.
Me too. High five.
Yeah, I know.
It was 40 fucking minutes. I was like, what?
Shobin.
What's this shit in the left-hand corner?
Shobin newbies.
I know, right? I was like, I used whatever the fuck those structures are called.
Jump
bridges.
That's the word. Thank you. And I was like, I couldn't remember the name of it. So every time I go to talk about it, I can't remember.
Guys,
the name.
I'd like to introduce you to our new nullsec experts, Nystrik and Corbexx.
Yeah,
and
Corbexx is going to be our nullsec representative this year.
Yes.
Nystrik will be his first advisor.
Yes, this is going to be amazing. Burn goons to the ground.
Speaking of which, we also have 2 new subscribers, Messiah Complex and Porkbutt. Thank you guys for helping support the stream. And you guys see, we do have the sub counter now on the stream. If you look at the top of the screen, you will see the number of subs we've gotten so far. That way we just kind of keep a count like I've been promising for about 6 weeks now.
Finally got it.
Yeah, it took me like 6 minutes to set up, and it took me 6 weeks to actually do it. Like to sit down, it took me like 6 minutes to do it, and it took me 6 weeks to actually sit down and do it. But it is there now, and so it's all you subs. Thanks for subbing, and appreciate the support.
Really put the Laz and lazy, huh?
Wow!
Wow!
Thanks.
Nice.
You know, this is kind of weird because usually it's the Matane here who's getting picked on, but now I guess it's me.
It's you.
It's
Hey, you're the nice guy, and you have all of that capsuleer confidence. You can handle it, man.
I don't know. I'm kind of getting a little shy now. I mean,
That's so funny.
no. So so the structure, like I said, the structure blog. When I spoke to CCP Terbium, which is one of the game designers who are working on structures, one of the big things he wanted everyone to know that these are all bar napkin ideas, and expect all of it to change before it actually gets released. So don't get too deep into looking into it and researching it. Just kind of wait and give ideas, and before you get your torches and pitchforks, etc.
Well,
Yeah, that's my takeaway, too.
I already looked at it and did a lot of research with me. Okay.
Yeah, so I think this is the takeaway. I've heard a couple different viewpoints on this. The people who have been thought out, and people are like, oh, this is awful, it's going to be terrible. And then the people who are like, this is just showing that CCP is listening and that they're trying to listen to our feedback and parse it into a way that makes sense to them for their game design. So I wouldn't get too angry about it either. I just offer as much constructive, non-horrible, toxic feedback to them, and I'm sure it'll work out okay.
I'm just happy that they're thinking about it, especially in regards to making it more intuitive and easier to deploy a lot of these structures, because a lot of the people that I know that do Logi are like, I do Logi for 6 months and then I hate this shitty game and I'm never paying it again because fuck everything.
Oh yeah, like the structure fittings.
Yeah. So
we had people
hopefully,
literally cheering. Yeah.
I'm hoping that this helps a lot of the Logi Bro burnout rate go down, because Logi Bros are the best bros and we want to keep them around.
No. Yeah, well, the structure thing was one of the biggest points. Yeah, but like I said, the making it to where you could fit everything. I think the deep space transport is what they're aiming for the iHubs and upgrades and stuff like that. Besides I think the actual sovereignty stuff like Scion Jammers, which will still require, I think, a jump freighter. But I don't know. I'm kind of bored of talking about FanFest. I think there's some big stuff.
Then we can move on and talk about drama in EVE. This is so exciting. Although we should probably note that everyone in this call is currently in Goons, so this is all Spin Zone because we're talking about hero drama.
Hey, I've got a graphic for that.
So this is all Spin Zone because we are all in Goons. We have no differing opinions here.
No.
Wow.
We're completely unbiased, guys. This is an unbiased show.
That's what I believe in. I believe in free, independent thought. I don't believe in marching in lockstep. That's crazy.
Yeah. So Test Alliance has left Hero Coalition. Is what
Yay!
we're kind of segueing into.
Finally, you can do it. Test. Be free and independent. I believe. Oh, I don't know if that's possible, but I believe.
Didn't they get crushed by Black Legion on day 2 of their independence or something?
Yeah.
Their staging system got last shot by Black Legion, and they had to retake their system. So it did not go as planned for a new fledgling, not really new alliance, but a fledgling solo alliance getting back into or trying to get back on their feet, I guess. Wasn't
Black Legion paid off to stop them from taking it or something? This is what I hear anyway. It's all hearsay.
I doubt it. Black Legion is currently in hot pib, so they probably just took it for fun and then just kind of let Hero have to completely regrind the station hit points again. One more taste of Dominion structure grinding before the No Intosis links come in.
Yep.
Who is not going to miss that?
Right, gotta make people suffer.
I make Regal siege structures while I go AFK. What are you guys talking about? I love structure grinding.
You're terrible. You and Boat can just go sit in a corner over there and talk about how great Sob grinding is.
Oh, but so yeah, exactly. Oh, guys, for those the Sunday before FanFest, the CFC was invaded by N3, which was comprised of NC Dot, Darkeshi, and Black Legion mainly. And basically during FanFest, they reinforced a few things. They actually had a few final timers, which were immediately crushed underneath a rather impressive blob. I think the one of the actual fleets I saw was a 800-ish sub-capital fleet from CFC, and a 300 capital cap fleet, which they were both saving different systems at the same time. So we were able to push back that, and at this point we're now pushing into Delve, and that's the big news.
I'm excited.
Did you see Indy's war update post on that?
I did not.
Is that the one that we saw at Laundromat? Is that the
It
one
was, yeah. That was one we were passing around and reading out loud and laughing at the whole, what was it, like waddling ahead at what passes for top speed.
I'm trying to find the post now so I can link it in chat. I found it. It's March 18th.
Yeah, it was.
I will link it. If you have not read this post, it is truly amazing.
I'm excited.
And prophetic too. Like exactly what he said was going to happen has happened.
Yeah, it's Indy does definitely has a way with words. We were all reading it in the laundromat and giggling. And Suchukulu or Sikulu, thank you for subscription, buddy. I don't know how to completely butcher your name, but thank you for the sub. Oh,
yeah.
But
that was a lot of fun. Wait, wasn't there like a huge fight last night after I went to sleep where you guys like crushed everyone or something?
There's been two fights over the past 2 nights, both in U.S. time zone. The one before, we won, but they saved their station, which they were the ones who reinforced it in the first place.
Right.
And then hold on, let me. I gotta pause and play the spin zone.
Yes.
There we go.
I thought we were still in the spin zone, but okay.
Yeah, I don't think we left the spin zone.
I just played like 2 different spin zone graphics because this is probably going to be complete spin. Yeah. Well, I didn't upload that one yet because there is a faster spin zone than the spin zone.
Right.
Yes.
I saw a nice video of like 20 Titans just doomsdaying a lot of stuff.
Yes, that was last night actually. Last night they decided to drop 7 suicide dreads onto an SBU and try to kill the SBU while we're engaged on the Y2 gate. Because ZXB only has 2 gates in the system, you only need one SBU, you need both SBUs to be able to reinforce the system. So the past 2 nights, as I get back from FanFest, I immediately get thrown into FCing again, and we had first night, which was Thursday night, we had, I'm trying to think the exact numbers, we probably had 450, 500 dudes versus I think 403 Hero, which this is the night that Hero announced that they're going to be flying over to assist Black Legion and N3.
That's exciting.
Yes, it is exciting. They came with, I think, 100 Molluses, which damps are horrible. everyone hates damps. And with those Molluses, they were able to apply E-War across the field, and one of the big things was when I wasn't slow boating around in my Erebus. So if you missed the stream Thursday afternoon, I was roaming in my Erebus.
Yeah, that was beautiful, by the way. Come home and be like, oh, hey, Laz is streaming. That's cool. Oh, no, he's tackled. I wonder if that's on Singularity. Oh, no, he's just tackled.
Yeah, no,
cool. Yeah.
According to Intel, there was the entire pipe on the way to where I was going was completely camped with dictors and frigates and confessors and sweeples. So I logged in and completely just started slow boating to gate my Erebus.
I mean, why not? It's not like anyone knows where you are because you're not streaming it live or anything, right?
No, that would be weird
exactly.
and crazy.
Yeah.
Who does
but
that?
according to DBRB, he's upset that I did not give him credit for bombing the Molluses from Hero. So guys, this is DBRB's shout out for bombing the Molluses. And
DBRB good at bombing things. Who knew?
Yeah. So Thursday night there was the first big fight. We had we had a Slowcat fleet and we had 2 Dominix fleets, and the N3 forces were in Tigus/Eagles for a Hero, and then a combined Loki fleet, and their combined Loki fleet was orbiting the gate at 15 kilometers. They had their entire fleet drop cargo containers around the gate, and the GMs actually came into system and completely detonated all of the cargo containers that were on grid. and
Wow.
warned them in local to not do it again. Like the exact words I
Wow.
believe were, "This is a warning for everyone. Don't drop that many cargo containers on the gate again, because I am too lazy to message you all individually." Where was his exact words?
Well, I mean, that's a good reason.
Yes. But no, we jumped into them while they're orbiting at 15 kilometers, and as you know, guys, the Dominix has a lot of utility slots, especially high slots. So with the carrier newts and Dominix newts, we were able to newt out all their logistics and just start killing them. Eventually, they started pulling range after they repaired their iHub and cycled their own SBUs. So that was kind of the climax of that night. I think the CFC lost 6 billion. We killed 24 billion, I believe.
Spin zone?
No, I don't think that's spin zone. I think that's accurate.
I'm totally kidding.
The one I saw last night was like 44 billion, wasn't it?
Yeah, the one last night. That was a thing. Last night was we lost 2 battleships out of like 170 battleships we jumped in. We lost 2, and those 2 were the first 2 people to decloak.
You've got to lose something though, so you know how many they have on field.
Yeah, so that last night was a slaughter. I mean, I think we lost 6 bill and we killed 44 bill last night. It actually might have been less, but that sounds about right.
I'd also like to thank Brainling for subscribing. I don't know if we gave him a shout out, so
We did not.
thank you,
So
sir.
thank you for the subscription, buddy. Thank you for the support. Okay, according to Schwabboy, 44 bill to 2 bill lost last night. That was
Wow.
Yeah. So and tonight there should be more fights because there's some final timers. So if I will be streaming those, I will be FCing them, and that's in about an hour and a half is when that's going to happen. So you can be ready for that. Whenever I stream those fights, I am FCing, so there's a 2-minute delay. So you have to watch out for that.
Are you going to be roaming in your Titan again?
I almost warped it in yesterday to the middle of the fight, but I decided I should probably focus on FCing and before I get like bombed or something and lose my entire fleet on stream and be completely humiliated and crush my delicate little ego.
But
I think we have to go back to the capsular confidence.
I was just gonna say.
I should have uploaded some of those GIFs from the thread so we could play them on screen.
They're so good. Oh my god.
Yes.
All of them are amazing.
Yeah. So
Yeah, they really are. I hope you still have that vest. I think you need it. You rock it pretty solidly.
I will see if I can buy one. They did not give me one for doing the shoot.
Well, that's okay. The rest of your modeling career will make up for it, and then
I
they'll
know.
feel bad that they didn't lock you into a contract right away.
I mean, I've already got a lot of sponsorship or like messaging me just from that ad. It's a really tough decision, but I think I'm gonna have to go with Hello Kitty. I mean, I think I could really pimp some of their clothing and
Oh, dear.
really push that brand to the next level, and that's really what I'm counting on.
Oh dear. Okay.
I don't know, man. I think you should probably go with something other than Hello Kitty.
Why?
Hello Kitty is.
Leave Hello Kitty to the 13-year-old girls, okay?
I was just thinking, like, I don't really know what you'd look like in pink, and I'm sort of afraid to find out. That's all.
You'd be so swag the internet would explode. So you can't wear pink, okay?
Better you'd need eye bleach, one of the two.
Leon says I should consider Fleshlight being a Fleshlight model.
All right, so after this show, you're going to be like, hey, the Matani, you need to come back so people stop being mean to me.
No one likes me.
Oh, it's okay. I'm tough. I'll stick it out. We're okay.
All right, good.
Oh. But no, so Delve is heating up. There's a lot of fights. If you're a CFC, make sure you're in fleets. If you're an N3, make sure you're in fleets. Because there's nothing for me to fight if you guys aren't in fleets. So I want everyone to show up for these fights. This is the last great war, as Sion put it earlier, of Dominion Sov. Last great war of Dominion Sov, per se.
Yup.
No. But
It's not war fought between two sides, though.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's N3, there's N7 versus CFC.
Okay.
Isn't it like N3BL2 or something? I saw that on, I think, Reddit.
Yeah. There's so many different names that people are coming up with. for this new coalition. Oh, great! I just got linked an image.
Oh.
Yep.
Is it you launching off like a banana? Because that'd be amazing.
It's Fleet Command for Dummies.
Well, you need that.
I just put it up on stream. That
Man.
N2B2 N5s N3 2B. What? I'm so confused now. There's so many different names. They're called NSYNC now. Actually, I kind of like the K Color NSYNC reference. This is.
That is
That's pretty fantastic. Just saying.
That is pretty fantastic.
I know.
Just look at the way the sunlight hits that beard. It's just magnificent.
It radiates off it.
Yeah, it's like you're glowing. That's amazing. I think you're going to have to take that down so I can focus again. This is too tough.
No. Hotspot, we will not be talking about the TMC website today because there is actually going to be a actual community, what I believe TMC Live tomorrow and it's going to be about the website. So you should all make sure you tune in tomorrow for that show and completely yell at them and not me, because I'm tired of getting yelled at today, to be completely honest.
Yeah, they're going to have a bunch of the web design guys as well, so they'll be there to take feedback and maybe offer some new stuff up.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, get shouted at, have tomatoes thrown at them.
What time is that happening at? Do we know?
I think it's the same time, 1 p.m. Pacific, but I'm not sure. I'd have to look.
Okay,
all
which
right.
is 2000 Eve if it is the same time, 2000 Eve time, or GMT rather. There's nothing discussed. There's nothing to discuss. The new site is shit. Guys, come on, you gotta give it a minute.
Right.
That beard is begging to be licked. We've done the beard licking before. Anyone who's a subscriber can show the beard licking.
It needs to happen again. The other side.
Emote.
You need 2 people to lick your beard at once. That's what you
Oh
need.
God, no.
There's like nowhere to run then. Like, how am I supposed to get away from it if there's like 2 going up at the same time?
I think that's
the
point.
idea. Yeah, that's really the idea. Plus, the noise you made, which doesn't come through in the image here, was just fantastic.
Yeah.
You should see it on stream in a second. Yeah. No.
I feel really bad for you. That looks
2
really
girls,
uncomfortable.
1 beard. Wow. Yeah. No, it didn't look uncomfortable. I think he secretly enjoyed it, and he's looking forward to having more beard. That should be the traditional Laz greeting. Like, anytime anyone sees you in public, they should just like lick your face. Yeah, exactly.
Sindel Pelion did it at my very first fest, and she hit the beard and then like just stopped. it was just too thick.
Yeah, that's how you know somebody really cares. They're willing to put their soft, fleshy tongue on your big, manly beard.
Cripes.
Oh. So, moving on, guys.
I told you I was going to have tangents, but you didn't expect that one.
Nope. I did not anticipate. I was expecting some rant about like changes or something, or some rant about the site or something. I mean, I don't know. But if you guys been watching Reddit the past day, I believe yesterday, you would have noticed this image that I just put up on screen, and it is probably the most amazing new ship design that they have came out with.
Oh my God, it's amazing.
Yes, it is. I've got such a nerd boner right now just for this ship.
I actually do too, despite the fact that that's not a thing for me. I don't even care.
That is amazing.
The new Cerberus. The new Cerberus is gorgeous.
When is that a thing again?
Guys, the CFC guys, you should expecting a new Cerberus fleet doctrine whenever these ships are released.
Must fly them just because they're beautiful.
Yeah, it is definitely amazing. It is a Cerberus. The Caracal has the new ship model as well. It looks similar to the Cerberus's, but it still has the longer front end like it does now, and it still looks good. Yeah, the Cerberus and the Caracal actually have different models. If you the Reddit thread has them both linked. Whoa, it's the drone.
Yeah,
it
it's
is
not
not
ugly as fuck. You're wrong. You're just wrong. No. This is going back to that whole idea that people don't like change.
Oh yeah.
People hate change.
But it's beautiful.
Like, hypothetically, if someone were to change alliances on day 1 of the CSM,
People get really
Or if
mad.
websites would like change their design layout for arbitrary reasons. People don't like that kind of stuff. It's weird, right?
Oh.
yeah, it's crazy. It's nice, though, because I can kind of see how CCP feels every time they change something. They're like, oh,
Right.
look, everyone's mad again. And you're like, oh, well.
Rip.
I can't wait to see the reaction when they announce the like the capital rebalancing and super capital rebalancing. I was just like, I want to take that day off work just so I can sit there and F5 the forums all
Right?
freaking
And
day.
just
Like,
watch every medium for people to talk about it and just laugh at it. Because people are going to be so mad.
yeah,
There's nothing they can do to them that won't make someone mad or someone's.
Right?
yeah. So all of you guys upset that there is no Matani today and don't feel that my red shirt is doing justice. Next Saturday, I'm going to actually shave my beard and get the shock absorption soul patch for when the balls slap against Matani's chin. I will shave and have that next week.
If you shave, you should shave while you're streaming.
You
right?
might cause a riot if you shave your beard. I'm just throwing that out there.
I think everyone would just quit watching my stream because they just come for the beard.
No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't quit watching the stream. They would be rioting in the streets to try and buy your beard clippings off eBay.
Oh my
Be
god.
like, we want to get a little piece of Laz and have some magic.
Oh, stream chat's amazing right now.
That's perfect. I still want to get Matani to shave his little fuzz here.
His
Live on
thing.
He
stream.
looked 12.
Would he look 12?
I would.
I think
That's why.
I think
That's why I have the
he keeps
beard.
it.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
literally look like a small child without the beard.
Yeah.
Unsubscribe. The chat is fantastic.
Chakulu just subscribed today too, and just I talk about shaving the beard, and he's all nope, jumping off that
done with
train.
this. Yep, done with this. So
all right,
let's,
so-
let's get into. I think it's time for some viewer Q&As,
We can.
possibly some giveaways. What do you think?
Okay, I can feel we're being ushered along from beard chat.
Well, I mean, we're on a strict time limit, and we're getting there. So this Corbexx, I told you that all the questions that would come out would mostly be directed at you. So here we go. Question number 1. How long prior to FanFest were you planning to go to Goons, and why didn't you tell people before the CSM vote?
It's probably only like about 3 weeks. It wasn't like major heads up. And at that point, pretty much the voting was over, so there wasn't much point telling people. And it would have ruined a perfectly good CSM panel, to be fair.
That's true. I agree. Being able to announce it there and then at FanFest was probably the best thing.
Yeah, I was pretty shocked when people started asking me about it and that they recognized my voice from the stream. Because apparently the Twitch stream chat went completely nuts whenever it happened.
So did Reddit. And the
Yeah.
world.
Oh, I believe it. Reddit always goes nuts, though. That's Reddit.
It was made even
Fantastic.
funnier by the fact that Mittens didn't find out till the day before, and like he tweeted, "Congratulations on 3 people and the sleeper agent."
Yeah.
And then
Oh, no. I remember that tweet, and I remember being like, what? Ta-da!
And Cruel 2 just actually had a pretty good question for Sion. Let me switch back to my chat screen. Cruel 2, Sion, how do you manage to balance the health of the game over the health of your corp?
I assume that's CSM stuff. Well, it's really easy. Like, the well-being of the game itself is really important to the health of our corporation and our alliance, really. So if you have a situation where you're looking, hey, I'm going to advocate a position that's really short-term beneficial for Goonswarm and long-term detrimental to the whole game, it's long-term detrimental to Goonswarm. So you just say, hey, I'll take the long view, look for the absolute best thing that's good for the game as a whole so we can have a fun sandbox to play in. It's not really conflicting at all.
Yeah, and I think that's a commonly misconstrued conception about goons. and CFC in general, or as a whole,
Spin
is
zone.
we're not. Well, not. It's
This
not,
isn't
this is-
spin
it's
zone.
not spin zone.
I'm
It's-
kidding.
All right, guys, I'm kicking Nystrik off the show. Where's my Skype window?
The best one is
No.
people are still mad about Darius's. What was that comment? We're there to ruin your game. It's like 7 years later, people are still mad at that, even though
Yes.
he's like gone to work at CCP afterwards to try and improve the game. And
Well, and Goons and CFC as a whole we're not CCP, CFC. Goons and CFC as a whole is we're not here to destroy the game. Because if we destroy the game, what the fuck are we going to play? 'Cause, I mean, we're here to enjoy the game like everyone else, and if we go and make changes that are only going to benefit us, and then we're killing off our content, and so that's the whole goal is with all of our CSM members. We're not pushing a agenda for ourselves. There's like if you look at posts like leaked posts where they take the CSM's comments and put them in the dev blogs. A lot of times you'll see the CFC CSMs like Mena and Sion actually suggesting things that would in the long run potentially hurt us. And speaking of not hurting us, Lightword, thank you for the subscription, buddy. Thanks for the support, man. we are up to five new subs so far on the stream. Thanks to our new sub counter at the top.
Yay.
But I mean, anyone who says we are here to kill the game is completely drinking the wrong Kool-Aid.
Stop spinning, Laz.
Yeah,
There you.
Jesus.
Yes.
Have fun in a game that we play. Man.
Who does that? Fuck. Weirdos. So someone asked, what do you think about Brave's decision to abandon catch and pretend to be a Merc Alliance? I like the way he worded it, so I didn't try to reword it.
See, that's actually pretty spin zone because they didn't actually
I agree.
abandon catch. They deployed to delve, and now it just depends on if anyone actually going to take all that space.
Do you think
It's
anyone will
hilarious.
take all that space?
Like I think you always know that you're in trouble if Tess decides they're better off without you. Just saying.
Yeah.
I have no comment on this.
Yeah, no, I don't blame Tess. It's wow. That whole become a mercenary alliance thing is funny.
I like the idea someone suggested that they should just turn up with like 200 molluses and like whichever FC pays the least, they go against.
That was
Well, I
fantastic.
mean-
Well, that was really good. Yeah.
Corbexx used to help out a lot with Brave, so he has a lot of
Well, not
people
really.
in there.
Just donated stuff to them.
Yeah.
Kagi.
No, like the E-War is really strong in this game. What makes E-War super strong is if you're able to follow it up with like enough DPS to actually make the disrupted fleet useful. So just the E-War alone combined with an actual like high DPS fleet is going to give them a lot of mercenary possibilities since they've proclaimed themselves a new Merc Alliance. But
So someone asked, what are your thoughts on a structure that will interfere with cloaking? What will you suggest to keep it balanced and or not kill cloaking as a tactic?
Well, I think the cloaking structure, they mentioned that it would be somewhat of like a delayed activity. Like you could only be cloaked for X amount of time, I think is the way they wanted to go with it, which would be okay, because then you would know how much time you have, and then you would be able to watch a grid and then warp to a safe spot right before your cloak falls off, and you can recloak at the safe spot, then warp back in. And I think that's okay, because it's going to allow a lot more people who are trying to farm space, make ISK and stuff like that, to not have to worry about a guy who went to work and left himself logged in, cloaked in your system, coming back from work or coming home for lunch or something, and then killing you.
That's the worst.
Mm-hmm. But I think it's okay. I don't think it's going to be too broken, and I hope a lot of the structures actually do have a lot of in-game possibilities, and they have been talking about how they want to integrate the new structures and outposts into the soft system, which there's a lot of possibilities there.
Yeah.
And I'll be writing an article up on TMC from my interview with CCP Terbium, hopefully tonight or tomorrow, depending on how many fleet fights we get tonight.
I look forward to reading that then. So just before we continue on, I'd like to thank CTU Bauer for subbing and Jay Amazingness for your 4-month sub. Thanks, guys. Appreciate the support. So the next question was, do you think the new Fozzie Solve will cause a mass movement around Null?
I don't think so. I think it won't. Like, one of the biggest things I've been most adamant about talking about with the way the Fozzie Sov and the Sov changes are coming about is there is still no conflict. There is no conflict driver in the patch itself to force people to want to go take new Sov. And until there's a reason to go take someone else's stuff, then you're not going to see anything change.
There's one reason. We have to install the one true Emperor of Amar.
That's true.
Oh yeah, that's a reason. I forgot about that.
That's we're now the Matani is not just the Matani. He is the Matani sword of righteousness, anointed by the one true Emperor.
According to Kelmac 19 in chat, tonight is going to be a battle royale, which Kelmac is an FC for Darkeshi, I believe. Either Darkness or Kadeshi. I'm not sure. I don't remember which.
Corbexx, what are your thoughts on the Fozzie Salve?
I'm not like Parby. I like it. I just think from a wormhole point of view, like it's going to be abused to hell and back. And I sort of disagree with Laz that people won't do it because there's no conflict. Like I can see a lot of people just doing it for shits and giggles because you don't need a lot of stuff to do it. You can just like, oh look, it's vulnerable timer. I'm going to do it because no one's around.
Right. Well, but yeah, you're gonna have random systems flipping and getting flipped. Like that's going to be a thing, but you're not going to see like large blocks of space getting flipped. Like you're not going to see Declan get flipped. Like maybe you'll see like one system on the outer edge that no one uses. Some interceptor will come flip it or something. But other than that, you're not going to see like these large alliances uproot and move somewhere else.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see what happens to actually the renter alliances and stuff like that because they sort of really don't have the numbers and stuff to fight anything like this.
Yeah, that'll be fun to watch, see what happens with that.
All right.
So don't see any other questions at the moment. So thinking we might move into giveaways. What do you guys think?
Yeah, we can do that, especially since this week is going to be a little bit different than giveaways, guys. Typically, we give out 3 ships each per show, 2 to non-subs and one special ship for subs. This week, it's going to be a little bit different, where you guys get nothing.
Rip. Okay, bye.
So,
that's it then.
We're signing off later. Just kidding. So instead of nothing, it's been changed where we'll be giving six things away, 6 items away to the stream. And I believe 2 of those is sub only. So 4 for all you common folk, which make sure you're following. If you're not following, you cannot win. But other than that, there is 2 for our lovely subs.
In addition to that, guys, we'd like to, before I get into it, we'd like to apologize for the delay in providing you guys with all the giveaways that we did the last couple weeks. I think everyone got really excited about FanFest being a thing. We're just like, fuck it, FanFest, let's go. Who needs to do anything else? So I think that's all been sorted now. So if you want to deal with the last couple weeks, you should have a ship that has been given to you finally. So sorry about that, guys. So for our first couple giveaways, the first 3, it's going to be a Confessor and 2 Dramiels because I got to choose, and Dramiels are my favorite. Sorry, they're just the best.
She doesn't like giving away Svipples.
I don't. The word makes me uncomfortable. So we'll give you guys a couple minutes to type. No, we'll give you guys a couple of minutes to type words into chat, and it doesn't need to be a specific word. Just type anything in chat, and in a couple minutes we'll go ahead and roll it.
Yep.
Sorry, what, Laz?
No, I was just gonna say, make sure you follow the stream, and subscribers, you also get bonus luck for the rolls that are for everyone else, and then the 2 sub only giveaways are for subs only. So make sure you guys type anything you want into chat. And someone just said that we should give away Delve as one of the the prizes for.
Maybe in a few weeks.
First, we have kind of the funny part. We already tried to give away Delve. Too Brave, like 3 months ago, and they're like, no, we don't want it. And now they're there. Tell you, man.
Yeah. So another person has asked to give away Doctrine ships, so they have something to fly tonight.
Can guests win stuff? Because Is that,
Yes,
is
yes,
that frowned
Yes,
upon?
if you really want to
Seriously?
explore. Yeah, why not?
Moderators can win, guests can win, subs can win, everyone can win.
Yay!
Are there
Except for me.
doctrine ships in 4EP?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
of course,
So
always.
there's another question directed at you, Sion. What initial feedback and suggestions will you be giving CCP regarding structure changes?
I don't know. I have to sit down with it and spend a lot more time on it, which I think they're going to have a lot of time to iterate on things, and I think it's going to change a lot. And I think Corbexx and I are going to, because I mean, this stuff hits him a lot with the wormhole stuff.
Yeah.
So I think, I don't know. We'll see. Like Laz was saying, it's clearly in bar napkin mode right now.
Right.
So I don't even know what I can speculate on.
Is there
I'm
any
actually
initial feedback for you, Corbexx?
Well, I'm actually hoping to get a like a sounding board sorted for the wormhole people with Nulabor, if I can get through to him, but he's probably really busy in the next couple of weeks, and another one for Losec because Sugar will be there, and then Nullsec, so I can just sort it out.
Yeah, you're gonna have to brush up on your nullsec, buddy. Now that you're
I know everything.
You're with
now.
the cool
It's
kids
like
crew.
2 days in, and I know everything about Nullsec. Nothing about wormhole space, mind.
I knew a nullsec expert.
Yeah.
Know
Watching the
everything
people
about
talk-
nullsec. Got jump fatigue for the first time yesterday. Yes.
Yeah, watching us how angry people are, like, well, now Corbexx knows nothing about wormholes and he can't represent it, has been pretty great. I'm not gonna lie. It's like he suddenly changed.
Kazanek just said actually something along the same thing. Corbexx, can wormholers expect that you'll still represent them, or will you be adjusting your focus more towards null and goons now?
Yeah, because I know so much about Nullsec and how jump it. I will still be doing wormhole stuff.
Yes. So, yes, as he said, he will still be doing wormholes, guys. So, wormholers who put your vote towards Corbexx, he's still there for you guys. Just because he joined the good side doesn't mean he will quit supporting you guys.
Guy, if I got to choose what to do to Nullsec, we could just remove local now and get rid of gates. It'd be fantastic. It'd just be
Oh,
like
dear
one
Jesus.
big wormhole space.
All right, logging in to kick him from Corp.
Yeah. Get rid of this guy.
Oh.
Done with this. Okay,
No,
so what?
Go ahead. Yeah,
No,
you're good.
Go. I was gonna
No,
go ahead
no,
and
you,
roll, but
you.
if you had you. So I was gonna go ahead and roll, but if you have something else you want to talk about before I roll, go for it.
No, you're good.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and roll. Hold on, I have to see a question. I'm gonna copy paste it and read it in a second. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and roll. So all these rolls will be done all at the same time, so you don't have to type something in again in a minute. So roll number 1, Michael Fury, who is both a follower and a subscriber. Congratulations, you have won a confessor. So you guys know the rules. Message the TMC channel, not Laz and not myself. The TMC channel. Message, like, PM the channel with your character name.
Message
And,
me, the account I'm on, the account I'm typing in chat with.
Yeah, so
It
just
says message me.
make sure you include your Eve name so we know who to contract it to. So the next 2 rolls are going to be for the Dramiels. So Dramiel number 1 goes to GusBus8664. Congratulations on winning a Dramiel. Best ship IMO.
Yep. And guys, the way we're going to do this, we're just going to keep rolling through. So if you hear your name called out, make sure you message, and we will get you your ship. You have to be following the stream, and you have to also send us a message with your in-game name to the Matani.com Twitch user.
Yes, please. Okay, so last Dramiel. Super Freeman, congratulations, you have won a Dramiel.
So that was Gus Bus and Super Freeman so far.
Yeah, and then Michael Fury won the Confessor. So we'll give you guys another minute to type things. This giveaway is going to be for the Cinnable, and then we're going to do our 2 subs, and then that will be it for us. There was a question here. Hold on. That is not a good question. I'm just going to erase it then.
And what was the third winner's name?
Super Freeman, Michael Fury, and Gus Bus.
All right, Michael Fury.
He was the first one, actually. Okay, so this next one, guys, is going to be for Cinnable, and then we're going to do sub-only giveaways. And also, like I said, if you guys have any questions, make sure you keep typing them. Hopefully we'll catch them, and if not, you know, hold them for next time. We'll try to get them next time. Unless it's questions about the site, in which case you can just go away.
I feel like there's not nearly enough gesturing without Matani around.
It's true. It's very true.
I need to fix my camera so that you guys can see me use my hands and shit. Because that's all or the Matani does is he's very adamant talking with his hands, but he's also very metrosexual. So that could be the reason why as well.
Just take shots at him because he's not here. No big deal.
Well, we'd take shots at him if he was here.
Yeah,
oh, that's good. Okay.
Yeah, it's not like we don't pick on him even when he's here. It's not
That's
like
true.
behind his back or anything.
That's true. Yeah, my first order of business when I joined Goons was to make fun of Matani, so that was good. I feel like that's like a rite of passage.
Well, if you saw his whole with clothes like these, stations walking you strut, you don't need the jokes write themselves, right?
Right.
Just like, okay.
It's very
You
true.
just got to focus on the hips when he's walking. I mean, that's definitely like practice there.
Yeah, it's
Do you
clearly
think he go
practice.
practice in a mirror for a couple hours every day?
Of course. I mean, his wife is like out of the country, so that's all he has to do all day is to stare himself in a mirror with his red shirts.
He probably does too. That's the sad part. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and roll this Cinnable. Wookie Bear! Yay!
Wookie Bear.
You won! It's funny because he literally just asked if he missed giveaways. Congratulations, Wookie Bear! You win a Cinnable. Also, one of my other favorite
Rigged.
ships ever.
Rigged.
Very rigged.
Completely.
Are there
rigged.
red shirts in game that we could give out? Be like, here, have a red shirt.
Oh
in
my
game.
god, that'd be amazing.
Right?
Oh, I'm gonna log in and actually check. Hold on, guys.
Yeah.
Logging into
Red
EVE
coats.
Online.
Red
you-
coats.
Before you do that, Laz, can you put the room in sub mode only? Thanks.
Yeah.
I forget how to do it because I'm bad at life. No big deal.
All right, it is now sub
Thank
only.
you. Okay, so for subs, guys, you guys are gonna have to retype things.
We need more
Hold on.
emotes, guys. If you have suggestions for emotes, mail them to the Matani.com
Yes,
Twitch
please.
account so we can get more. Not that I don't love seeing my face get licked on repeat.
Yeah, I'm sure that's like the highlight of your life.
No, the highlight was actually getting his face licked.
I haven't washed my face since.
Oh God, that's disgusting.
Oh man, Boat says I'm being creepy. I might be over the line now.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
You can ignore most of what Boat says.
Capsule.
That's what I've been told anyway, so I'm just
Yeah.
parroting back what I've been told.
Yeah,
Have it on good authority.
I know there is a lot of people who are trying to get the capsular confidence thing like be a thing.
That would be fantastic.
It's a work in progress.
Oh, I'm excited. I was gonna say something. There goes my train of thought. Never mind. Sorry about that.
That's okay. So while you do your giveaways, I'm going to see if I can find the red shirts in the store.
Yeah, that could be next week's thing. Just like a red shirt bonanza. Red shirts for everyone.
That would
If
be
we
beautiful.
do that though, that has to be the week that we also get Matani to shave this.
So we're.
I think if Matani shaves, Laz has to shave.
Oh my god, that'd be horrible. There is a men's Marshall Blood Raiders jacket. Can I try it on first? Like, do I get a trial?
Oh my goodness.
I mean, I don't want to buy a jacket if I can't wear it first, like the fitting room.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to either. I understand.
So we're looking for more red clothing to give out.
Cripes.
Hey, there's
You
a
could
red tank
probably buy
top.
that with all the free Aurum or whatever.
Yeah, I've got 3,000 Aurum. There's a a women's tank top, red.
I can't wear red. Unless you're talking about the female tank top for Mittens. Because he can wear red.
There's lots of female clothing that's red.
Yeah,
all right, guys. So for all your male characters, we'll be giving out the women's structure skirt, red leather, and that is what we'll be giving out for prizes.
That would be fantastic.
You all get your very own the Matani shade red skirts.
Because let's be real, most people have female characters.
I don't.
Do you not?
No.
I'm surprised. Everyone
Actually,
I know does.
My Titan alt is female,
I don't.
but I didn't make that character.
Oh,
I don't
well, I
either.
only just met you, Corbexx, so sorry, I didn't know. Sorry about that. That was someone leaving my house. It's loud.
Pork butt. When did this become the home shopping network?
Just now, actually.
All right. So are we ready for sub giveaways?
Yes, I'm going to go ahead and roll these. So these two giveaways are going to be, as chosen by Corbexx and Sion, a Macarial and a Phantasm. Great ships. So I'm going to go ahead and roll these. Winner number 1, really? I have to re-roll that, right?
Who is it?
Gus Bus
Gus Bus won
8664. Yeah.
He was lucky. He was lucky enough to get it twice.
All right.
Don't punish the man for being lucky.
All right. We'll leave it then.
Because God knows he might not ever win anything ever again.
That's true. He might not ever come back and win anything. That's a very good point. Everyone's really mad. Whoops. Sorry, guys. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and roll one more time. This is going to be for the Phantasm. Oh, look, it's Urandus. He won something.
Wow, Urandus has won something.
He
Congratulations,
has
buddy.
won a Phantasm.
No, he was saying it was rigged, so. I don't
Well,
know.
he's probably still going to say rigged, so.
He's mad at me for not giving him a shout out.
Why aren't you giving him a shout out? That's pretty mean.
Because they keep spamming chat, and the longer I don't acknowledge them, the more ridiculous the spam gets. So I enjoy watching it.
It's really
such a
funny
sadist.
because his answer to winning was rigged, very rigged. So
People are asking for Zenoria to come on here. I mean, I think that's a fantastic idea myself.
That's because you're a notorious troll.
I was gonna say,
Because
if you
I
want to
won't be
host
here
that
then.
show, go ahead.
We are going to be getting some more guest guys on the show. I believe next week we're going to be trying to get someone from NC Dot. So look forward to an announcement about that. And tomorrow, make sure you're here for the community TMC Live talk about the website and come express how much you love it. Yeah.
Because everyone loves.
And then let me see.
You're streaming tonight too,
Yeah,
right?
a one-on-one
Yes. I will be streaming tonight. I'll be streaming tonight for the fleet ops, depending on if we get fights. If we don't get fights, I might just log off and let someone else leave the fleet.
Right.
I didn't say that loud. But no. So guys, make sure you tune into all those streams, and then other than that, I think we kind of close. We can close it out. Corbexx, Sion, thank you guys for coming on, talking with us. And you guys have anything else you want to say before I kick you all off my Skype?
I don't think so.
No, thanks for having us.
Will it be a robe stream? No, Jay, there will be no robe tonight. I can only whip out the robe every so often, or else it loses its novelty.
It's true.
So, which is why last night we had the robe, and then before that it's been like 3 or 4 weeks since the robe.
It's truth.
So, if you guys would like to request clothing, you can mail Laztel on Twitch, and I will promptly probably ignore it. And speaking of which, we did just get a new subscriber, Battle7895. Thank you for the subscription, buddy. And with that, we will go ahead and wrap it up. Guys, make sure you're here tomorrow for the community stream. Make sure you're here tonight for the Fleet PvP. And then make sure you're here throughout the week for all of our shows. So, guys, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.